He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one, Dave.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throw.
Oh, he's going to go up top. He found open space. The band might as well start playing. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And he tried to balloon that one in on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
Defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Time to take a shot. He's got it on the right. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The RPO, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Clemson is quick to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Barry. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. Now the play fake, and they fail to hook up on third down. The Cardinals send out the punt unit. That first punt was a beauty. Did take another one just like it.
The defense better on that one. They knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball with plays. They were ready for the screen.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the
It's
goods.
picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good game on the return, and this defense has set the... And the Tigers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. He's loose at the 15. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
There's a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And that one is incomplete at the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. Finds a little space. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing.
There he goes to the left. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Coastal Carolina.
Handoff to the single back.
Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Under heat, he gets rid of it.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more, whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grab behind the line. It's Barry. On the move at the 30. And he'll wing at the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Clemson. Four punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. To the air, it's Adams. Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it on. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quick release by the QB. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
And the ball will be blown dead at the 35, and that's where they'll put it into play. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Clemson jumps to the line. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Leaves it with the running back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Barry. There he goes. Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to that. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Adams. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He's not quite going to make it to the marker. They'll spot it at the 37, and now a decision on fourth down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Touch pass on the run. Crosses the 35. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report.
And the Cardinals will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Plows through the defense. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game.
There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Under fire. Those who failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
It'll be 3rd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Barry. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers are flying down the field. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got into him quick.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Just keep slinging it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Cardinals will line up to punt it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth.
Defense knows what's coming. It's all because of the points right now.
You got to give him room and let him catch the football, and if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Dropping back, it's Adams. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And the Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Boy, that seemed to be return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time that breaks into the open. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Clemson is quick to the line.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding precision.
Oh, he's getting ahead of touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea. How to get in this quarterback.
He's on fire.
The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the returner will be brought down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll leave it with him. On his feet at the 40. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's got the back in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Good timing on the quick out. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes.
Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Let's go. Back to pass, it's Adams. Trying to set up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. Here's the punt high into the air. Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. The offense changing the play. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed them to kick it there. I like it. And the Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. The Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt.
Oh, my God.
And they'll blow it dead just across midfield around the 45. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The give as they work on that clock. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. No huddle here for the offense. Back to pass, it's Bishop. Got his man. Breaks the tackle. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. The give to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Clemson jumps to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Rushes on him. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They're working that left side. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to...
And the pressure gets there. 10 down he goes at the 18.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
This has been a dominant performance by the Clemson defense. They have kept the offense in reverse all day. Lost one deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones
turning it on. The 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a...
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Clemson is quick to the line. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative because this offense obviously has...
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together